Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Infocom 2018. We're here on the NEC Display Solutions stand in the Central Hall. With me, this is a tradition, we kick off all of our interviews at a big show like this with the chairman of the Digital Signage Federation, and you'll all know the guy next to me, Richard Ventura.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. And Rich has a day job as well as being two-term chairman of the Digital Signage Federation. Your day job is NEC. Tell us a little bit about that first.
I'm the Vice President of Strategy. So I'm responsible for our strategic direction, what are we doing the next 3 to 5 years, what new trends are happening, the whole gamut of things. And it's not just North America. I work with our European counterparts, our team in Asia. So it's really looking at the holistic future of NEC.
You travel extensively, which probably is not good for family life, but it's good for the Digital Signage Federation as well as NEC, I guess.
Yeah, I do travel. I'm very fortunate that with my role at NEC that I have the opportunity to spend time in Europe, spend time in Asia, and which I think brings a lot of value to us as NEC, but it brings a lot to the DSF, obviously, with the background.
Now, the Digital Signage Federation has been going for how many years now?
So next year will be our 10th official year.
Okay.
Which we're really excited. We're planning some big things for our 10th anniversary.
Okay, so the 10th anniversary will be at DSC, no doubt, in March in Vegas. Now, for the first time in the Digital Signage Federation's history as well, you were a two-term, I want to say two-term president, but of course you're a two-term chairman. Yes. So you did a second year.
Yes.
You've had some big achievements. What do you think is the biggest thing that you've achieved in the 2 years that you've been doing it?
Some of the things that we've just seen in the industry and how we've been able to bring the industry deeper in. I mean, we're over almost 500 members now. And I remember when I came on the board, we had, I think, 90. So the organization as a whole, massive growth, right? Yep. Our focus around standards, our focus around out of home, our focus around education. We announced micro-credential programs. All these different things. It's really made the DSF an integral part of the industry as a whole. Yep. Not just the digital signage industry, but the overall industry as a whole. We have deeper relationships with Geopath, deeper relationships with IAB, OAAA, FEPE. In fact, one of our members is at the FEPE conference in Sorrento right now.
Yep, in Italy. Yep. And of course, you've made big strides with being truly global in that, with DSF Europe and the DSF in Latin America.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Latin America.
So we were really excited. We started conversations with an organization called DSMX about 2 years ago. And my goal was this year, I wanted two things done when I was asked to take a second year. I wanted our global truly to represent global, and I wanted us to be able to push education globally. So the truly global piece is done. We have DSF Latin America, and in fact we're going to be doing an event in Mexico with them here in August. Okay. And then obviously the DSF Europe organization, which Simon is now the chair of.
Yeah, Simon Jackson.
We're really working with them to understand what they need so we can truly deliver education, standards, all this stuff globally. Not that we're up here at the top saying do all these things, it's how can we work together globally, right? So now the next phase is that education piece, which is what you're going to see now over the next 6 months.
Okay. It was rather sad in a way that DSC this year was your last. You rocked everybody when you stood up and said, this is my last DSC as the chairman. We sort of got used to you being up there.
Yeah, I will be chairman emeritus, so it'll be interesting at board meetings because I have to sit in the corner and not talk as much. Okay. So that'll be interesting.
It'll be very hard as well, I suspect.
It'll be very hard. Yeah. But we've got a fantastic person moving into chair.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the new chairman next year.
Yep. So Spencer Graham, Spencer and I came onto the board together at the same time. Spencer used to work at the University of West Virginia. Amazing background in education with corporate communications and signage. Spencer now works at Real Digital Media, leading the charge for education sales. Spence, very strong background in education, and that's core of our organization, right? So I'm really excited, especially with the micro-credentialing, the certifications, all that stuff we're doing. But Spence brings an amazing background being an end user, as well as now being in our space as a supplier too, right? So I'm really excited. Spence and I have been on the board together as long. I think he's going to bring a different perspective, which is going to be great. And that's one of the great things about it.
And he'll start January 1. It's a calendar year thing.
Yep. So what we do is the board meeting in December will be my last board meeting that I'm in charge of. I'm actually, the rule is I run it for half the board meeting, and then Spencer takes over for the second half of the meeting. Cool. So we're doing that down in Miami. So it'll be really interesting. It's going to be an interesting experience for me.
Yeah, good. Okay, Rich, thanks very much indeed.